Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about a single piece of software that's going to make your life much easier if you are a single PC streamer. So as you know, GPU overhead is about the most important thing in making sure your stream maintains a high frame rate. So using this piece of software, you can moderate and change the max frame rate in any game to make sure you always leave enough room left for OBS to do its thing. So let's check it out. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is get a hold of rivatuner. So what we're going to do is open up a web browser and do a search, rivatuner, R-I-V-A-T-U-N-E-R. You're going to have two things that pop up. The first one is going to take you to a link to version like 2.24. Don't do that one. The second link should be what you're looking for, which is version 7.2.2. You'll open that up. It's from guru3d.com. And then from there, you can go ahead and download the file. There's also a bunch of other, a lot of information on there, the features, any kind of updates, patch notes, things like that. Once you have that downloaded and installed, okay, and I'll leave the link to the download below, you're going to have a program window that looks something like this. As you can see here, rivatuner 7.2.2. Now, this thing does a lot of things. You can do on-screen display with it, which you'll see here in a second, and I do have another video on that if you are interested in terms of what I did for that one. But the big thing for today is going to be this frame rate limit. Now, the reason why this is important is because your GPU, when running a single PC, needs to have about 10 to 15% overhead left over, so OBS has enough power to process the scene. If the GPU usage goes all the way up, your stream frame rate goes down. And so what I've found is if I leave my GPU below like 85 to 90%, I can run the game at whatever frame rate it may be running at, as well as a stream at 1080p 60 without a problem. So what I'm going to use today to kind of give you guys an example of how this works and what your stream will look like if you do cap your GPU, I'm going to use Astroneer. And I've used a couple custom graphics settings, not custom, but it's basically everything on Ultra and then experimental clouds, because the experimental clouds chew through GPU usage. Now, as you can see here on the top right, we've got a few things we're looking at. We've got frame rate, which I currently have locked at 30, okay? And then we have GPU temp, GPU usage, and this is the golden number, right? So right now, my stream frame rate is 60 FPS. Now, if I go into rivatuner, okay, and I increase this by 1, when I go back in the game, now it's at 31. Before it was at 30, right? And so as we change this, so if I say 60, and I go back in game, it'll stay at 60, right? Astroneer has a different frame rate when it's not in focus. Okay, it goes to resolves down to 60. But you can see my GPU usage is starting to climb. Now, if I go into rivatuner, okay, and I uncap this and I set this to 0, and I let the game go as fast as it wants to go, you guys are going to watch my stream frame rate completely tank, so check it out. We go in here. This is going to go up to 130. Hopefully, the audio is smooth, but right now the stream is down to 20 FPS, and I am dropping frames, both due to rendering lag and encoding lag like crazy. I'm probably stuttering all over the place right now for you guys. Again, hopefully the audio is clear. Unsure. If not, I'll re-record over this section. So I obviously can't stream like this, right? And so this is when I use rivatuner to figure out how far can I go. So if I lock my frame rate to 100 on this, and we go back in the game, 100 FPS is now leaving us at 83% GPU usage. My stream is at 60 FPS. Everything here is smooth once again, and I now have more performance out of my game. And so I typically run rivatuner all the time whenever I'm streaming. And if I notice that, like if I'm checking out a new game or if a setting on a game changes and it's too much, I simply go into rivatuner and I lower my frame rate cap, which will then lower my GPU usage, right? So we're just about like a little over 80. Now we're only a little over 70 because I dropped 10 frames per second. The nice part about this is you don't need any kind of custom INI. You can do it while the game is running. It's just on the fly. And again, it works with every game because there's some games out there that don't actually allow frame rate caps. Typically, people want to uncap frame rate, but if you're streaming on a single PC, that GPU overhead is very important, and capping your frame rate can get you the best performance out of the game as well as the best performance out of your stream. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Links for everything, you can find those down below. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. I do my best to answer them. And you guys can always catch me live at twitch.tv/Cardo. I stream about 5 or 6 nights a week. So until next time, dudes, be excellent, stay humble. I'll see you guys around. Peace.